I don't know where this is going. I have no idea. Hi everyone, this is Amanda at Amanda's Booktopia. If you're new here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. And today I am bringing back my reading vlogs because I haven't done one since like, what was it, last year I think?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a reading vlog, so I figured now is a great time to do one because with my birthday month almost over and my bestie Clint's birthday is coming up. We were both born literally the same year, just a month apart. So mine was in June, his is in July. I figured we'd celebrate both of our birthdays by reading 90s vlogs. I mean, not 90s vlogs, reading 90s books. Don't know why I said vlogs. Since we were both born literally the year of 1990, literally I was just 1 month ahead of him. So I figured to celebrate both of our birthdays, I got some books to read that take place in the 90s. So let me share with you the books that I plan on reading for this first. So first we have A Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. I did not know this took place in the 90s. And my mom recently got this for me for my birthday. So I figured this would be a good one to read for that. And then we also have a thriller. It's called A Step Past Darkness by Vera Kurian. I don't know much about it except that it takes place in the 90s. Well, it starts off in the 90s and it goes like throughout different timelines or something like that. But it's mostly in the 90s, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this one is all about. And then we also have The Anniversary by Alex Finley. I haven't really heard very many thoughts on this one yet. I've only heard like maybe one person talk about it. But it mostly takes place in the 90s. It goes back and forth between different timelines, I believe. I know the majority of it starts off in the 90s. Then we go ahead. Like, I think it starts in 1992. Yeah, it starts in 1992. We make our way through the 90s and up into the early 2000s or something like that. So I'm excited to read this one as well. And then the last book we have, I don't have a physical copy of. It is on my Kindle. I have a romance called If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. I've heard great things about it, and I've heard it's very Gilmore Girls-esque. And I love Gilmore Girls, so I'm hoping that's going to be a hit for me as well. Since that's on my Kindle, I think I might save that for a little bit later. But to start off this vlog, I think I'm going to start with The Anniversary by Alex Finley, mostly because this one intrigues me the most. And I really wanted to try Alex Finley. I've heard pretty good things for some of his other books. But I've only heard one person talk about this, and I don't know why that is. So I'm going to find out why. So I want to get started on this one first because this is the one that intrigues me the most out of all of them besides the Gilmore Girls book. So I might slide in If It Makes You Happy maybe after this, and we'll see how things go. I am super stoked to start The Anniversary. It says at the top, today became an anniversary they would never celebrate. I think it has to do with, I don't know much, really.
You don't know, but you'll find out when you read the book, Amanda.
Yeah, exactly what Ray said. All I know that over the next decade, their lives are revisited on a single day each year, May 1st. So let's find out why that is. I'm going to get started on reading. I'm going to get comfy and cozy. But before I start reading, I am going to find something to make for dinner. It is getting a little late, and I haven't eaten dinner yet. It is almost 8:34 at night on Thursday, the 25th. I would know because tomorrow's my grandma's birthday, and I got to call her tomorrow. So I'm going to get started and find something for dinner, get started on The Anniversary, and hopefully I'll have an update for you a little bit later once I have some read, so I'll check up with you guys later. It is now Friday at 2:30 in the afternoon. I did do some reading last night. I haven't done anything today because I stayed up really late and then got up late, and then I was on a phone call for a while. So I didn't get any reading yet today. However, I did get to chapter 30 last night, which is page 120. in the anniversary. I took the cover off so it's easier to read and not have to fidget with the cover. So far, I am liking it. We are following two different characters during the same timeline, at least. So we're still in the 90s. So we have Jules. We're following her from, like, her anniversary of May 1st, where, like, on May 1st, 1992, the Mayday killer almost took her, however he let her go. So now I'm now at the point where she traveled, she's a model now, so she was in high school when everything first happened. So now she's back home, and they're trying to catch the killer now. And we're also following another character, Quinn. His anniversary on May 1st was when his mom died, and she was murdered. So he's back to help solve that case and put the bad guy behind bars. And basically in 1992, he was also in high school at the time. But an incident happened where he ended up in juvie. And then he left juvie and went into the military not long after. So he's finally home to help solve that case. But we're following, like, it's different. Not what I quite expected when I went into this. I thought we were going to be following both these characters. Like, I didn't realize we were following two different total storylines in this. But I don't mind. I'm not mad at it. I'm having fun. I haven't decided which storyline I like more. But I really am enjoying what I've read so far. I mean, I'm only like 120 pages in. I mean, I have no plans today except to read. So I'm hoping to get some more read in this and see where this story goes. Because I'm hoping, like, at some point these two characters, they intertwine at some point. I don't know. I'm guessing. Because we haven't even gotten to that point yet. We're still following two totally separate things. So I'm interested to see where this goes. I am liking it. I just don't know what to expect. I have no expectations at this point, which is probably the best. Because when I have no expectations, I end up liking it that much more. So I'm going to get back to reading. Hopefully I can get some more read in this today. I'm not sure when I'll have a good stopping point. If anything big happens and I want to share, I will be back to share. If not, then maybe I'll come back when I finish this book and tell you all of my thoughts. It is now Saturday at about 5 in the morning, and you're probably wondering why I'm doing an update at 5 in the morning when I should be sleeping. Yeah. Which is a great question. I should be sleeping. However, I stayed up late, not just reading, but doing other things on my phone and not spending enough time reading, which is why it took me so long to read the anniversary. But I did finally finish this book. And I actually did end up enjoying it from the beginning. And I could finally understand how, like, things, what's the word that I'm looking for?
How things turned out the way they did.
Yeah, that too, but, like, intertwine together. How these two characters that we're following, what the purpose was of them being on two separate journeys in a way, and how they all come together. And I really like that. I like seeing, like, a journey evolving over time. We go from 1992, and the end of the book, we go all the way up to 2011. So we're going all throughout the 90s. Every little bit or so, we would jump another year ahead. So we stay in the 90s for quite a lot of this book. And I really enjoy that aspect, because we get all the 90s references, like the Nokia phones, the Motorola, all those old cell phones that, like, we don't use anymore. And the way, like, they didn't have technology as well as we do now, and the way they had dial-up, which I thought was really cool, getting that aspect in this book. I I love that I'm doing this whole 90s thing because I love seeing all the 90s references. So that was really cool. And then the mystery itself, I did not quite see it going the way that it did. I'm not shocked, like I'm not blown away, because who I thought it was not even close. However, I did kind of get it. Like, I could see it once it was revealed to me. And it all made sense up to that point. And then there's another twist at the very end. That one I did not see coming at all. That one probably shocked me the most out of, like, the twists in this book. And I'm like, wait, huh? It took me a second to realize what was actually going on. And I'm like, okay, interesting. And I think I like that second twist better than the first. But overall, I really had a good time with it. It just didn't like completely blow me away. Like, wow, this is the best thriller I've ever read kind of way. But I had a good time, and I definitely want to read more from this author. Because I did find out one of his other books is being adapted. I did not know that until I read his little bio in the back here. And this bio tells me that his book Parents Weekend is being adapted. And I have that on my Kindle. So I will definitely have to try it at some point. Because I really like this author's writing style. The way he writes is so descriptive, like not in a boring way, but in a way that keeps you like guessing and wanting to know what's going on. And it was just so easy to fall into. Like the storytelling was very good. And I definitely am excited to read more from this author. And this is his newest book, so I'm excited to go back in time to his other books and see if any of his other ones can hold up to this or better. Because a lot of the times people say that the author's earlier works are even better than their newer ones. Which I definitely agree with certain authors in that aspect. So I'm excited to try more books from him because this was a very fun one. I think this will end up being a 4-star because I enjoyed it as much as I did. It just didn't completely blow my socks off. Like, whoa, that just happened. But it was definitely a fun time. I'll definitely be reading more from him, especially Parents Weekend. I don't know when that will be, but it will definitely be happening before the adaptation comes out because I want to read it. It sounds interesting. So I'm excited to finally get through my first book of this reading vlog that I haven't, because I haven't done many vlogs in a while. So I'm excited to be back into vlogs again. So for our next book in this vlog, I decided to pick up If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. This is a romance.
That's also a song by Melissa Etheridge. Wait, no.
Huh?
Sheryl Crow. Sorry, Sheryl Crow.
I was about to say, I don't really listen to Melissa Etheridge, so I wouldn't really know about that one.
It's Sheryl Crow.
But I do like Sheryl Crow, and I do know this is the name of a song. But I also really like it as a book title. And I don't know much about it, except that it's very Gilmore Girls-esque during the 90s as well. So I'm excited to get into this, but because it's so like in the middle of the night and I need to get some sleep because I have a live show at 2 and it's like 5 in the morning, so I need to get some sleep. So I won't be starting this right away. But I will be starting this probably after the live show because I've heard great things about this particular book. And I want to see if it will live up to the hype for me, because hyped books don't always work for me. But I'm hoping this will be the exception. And I'm excited to get into that. So I'm going to get some sleep, prepare for my live show, and hopefully once I get some reading done in the afternoon, I can have an update for you guys on this particular book. So I'll catch up with you guys later. It is now Sunday at like 12:20 in the afternoon. I didn't do any updates yesterday because I didn't really get a ton of reading done until like later at night. But I did get to 34% and If It Makes You Happy. And I am liking it so far. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star though. Mainly because I'm not a huge fan of our female main character, Michelle. I mean, sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't. So I don't know where I really feel about her just yet. But I really like Cliff, our main male character. I love the way he is with his daughters. I just think it's the cutest thing. But I don't know, maybe I'll warm up to Michelle. It's kind of early, so I don't know. I mean, I'm only 34% in. So there's still time. Maybe I'll grow to like her. But I also do really like her sister, Sarah. Because, well, what happened in the beginning of the book, this is not a spoiler, by the way. So her mom passes away, and her mom was the owner of this B&B. And it's supposed to go to her sister, but her sister was not able to take it on right away because she needed to finish college first. She's only a semester away from graduating. So Michelle's sister is staying behind to graduate. So in the meantime, Michelle's taking over the B&B. And her dad is staying with her sister for right now. So she's completely on her own running this B&B, and she's having a hard time running it completely on her own. And she doesn't want to admit she needs help. So I know it's probably a pride thing, more like she wants to be able to do it on her own, but she doesn't have the people skills. So in some ways I get it. I'm just not sure if I like her yet. So it's probably going to take some time for me to warm up to her, probably. I mean, this is normally Grumpy Sunshine is usually where the guy is grumpy and the girl is the sunshine. In this case, the girl's the grumpy and the guy's the sunshine. So it's kind of interesting in that take. But I also love that I love the 90s vibes in this as well, because of some of the references that we've gotten, like the Tamagotchi. Who remembers the Tamagotchis? I loved those when I was a kid. So it was cool seeing that reference. And the whole it really does feel like Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls. It really feels that way a little bit. The whole small town vibe and how they all want to help each other. I love that about this. So I just don't know if it's going to be a 5-star. However, there is time. I'm only 34% in, like I said before. So maybe, things will change. There is plenty of time for things to change. But I do have a live show coming up at 2 to talk about The Wolf King by Lauren Paul Freeman. So I don't know if I'm going to get much reading done before the live show. If not, I'll definitely be reading later because I want to see how things progress in this. And see how the relationships develop and so on and so forth. So I probably will jump on into reading some more of it later. So as we get ready for a live show. Hopefully I'll have an update for you guys later on tonight. Because who knows how long the live show is going to go on for. Because between Clint and I, we could talk for hours. But I will catch up with you guys later, and hopefully I'll have some more reading updates for you. It is now almost 7 o'clock in the evening on Sunday. I swear, today has gone by so fast. Probably because I slept most of the day. At least until it was time for my live show. I mean, I slept till 12. I don't even remember what time I fell asleep last night. I fell asleep watching my rewatch of Top Chef, and I swear, the time just goes by so fast. Anyways, I did just finish If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. And I think this just wasn't really a book for me. Not that I didn't like it, I did. I love the 90s feel in this book. And I love the Gilmore Girls vibes in the small town. Everyone is so helpful and helping each other out with things. And I don't know, there's something about this that was missing for me. I didn't quite connect as I felt like I should have connected, because the main male character is divorced and he has two girls that he takes care of, and you don't see their mom as much. So I should have connected in that aspect because my parents divorced when I was 5, and only saw my dad like every other weekend when I was a kid. And so I was definitely able to connect in that aspect. I think it was a female main character I had a harder time with. And, well, I don't know what it was about her. I think there was something that just put me off of her. And a lot of the times when there's like the intimacy scenes, like I kind of skipped past those. There wasn't really that many. I mean, it was very much a slow burn. But the intimacy didn't happen till like 80% it. So I did appreciate the slow burn. There's something about Michelle that I just could not connect with. So, but I did like the feel overall of the book. Like, I really enjoyed the 90s, parts where we got like, talking about the Backstreet Boys, the Spice Girls, the Tamagotchis, like all the fun 90s things I remember growing up as a kid. And I really had a good time with that aspect. I just didn't really care for the romance as much, I think. Even though I really liked Cliff. Cliff was my favorite part of it. I really liked him and the way he interacted with his daughters. And how he was always there for them. So I really appreciated that part. But overall, I think I'm going to land at a 3-star for this one. Mostly because of the not connecting with Michelle. But it wasn't a bad book, just wasn't a favorite for me. But now we get to pick our next book for this vlog. So I'm debating between either A Step Past Darkness, which by Vera Kurian, and we have the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. My mom bought me the Grady Hendrix book for my birthday. But I've also had this one for longer. And I do want to read them both. This one has a murder mystery. This one has vampires. So now I have to decide which one I want to go with. I can't decide because they both sound good. Let's see. This starts when they're in high school. 6 high school students witness a horrifying crime that changes the course of their lives. And when they realize they can't trust anyone but each other, they begin to investigate what happened on their own. So that does sound pretty good. Kind of gives me like the Good Girl's Guide to Murder vibes a little.
I say choose that one.
And then this one, I've read from this author before. He's the author of My Best Friend's Exorcism that I have read and enjoyed. Have not seen the adaptation yet, but I did like the book. And the funny thing about this one is the dedication says for Amanda, which I think is quite hilarious. For Amanda, wherever all the pieces of you are. Well, part of them's right here. Even though I'm sure I'm not the Amanda he's talking about, but I just found that kind of funny. So Ray thinks I should go with, what was it? A Step Past Darkness, Ray?
And, sure.
Or should I go with the vampire book?
I don't know. Go with the vampire book.
You think I should go with the vampire book?
Yeah.
Alright, so Ray decided. We're going with the vampire book. And let's see. I don't know much about it, except that the vampires. And I think there's like a true crime aspect to this, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like it's just over 400 pages. Plus, the writing in here is not too small. It's like not too big either, but it has decent sized writing in it. So I feel like I could probably get through this fairly quickly. So I think I'm going to get started on this. So I'm going to go ahead and start on reading. Hopefully I'll have an update for you guys a little bit later. Don't know if that'll be tonight. Hopefully I can have an update for you guys tonight. We'll see how fast I can get through it. If I can get to the 100-page mark, for sure, I will definitely leave an update. So I should be back later, and I'll tell you how things are evolving in this book. It's now 10:30 at night on Sunday, and I think I'm actually going to be DNFing this, unfortunately. I really wanted to like it because I liked Grady Hendrix before, but unfortunately, I am so bored. I tried to make it at least to the 100-page mark, and just to give it a chance to see if things will turn around. I have never been so bored where I'm skipping pages just to get to the 100-page mark. Seriously, I felt like I was watching paint dry, is what it felt like.
Ouch.
Which is bad, I know.
That's how you know a book has to go.
I really wanted to like this because my mom got it for me for my birthday, and I really wanted to like it. Unfortunately, it did not work for me. However, this was only $5, so it wasn't too much money wasted. Well, we got it off the used bookshelf, and literally off the used bookshelf, because even though it doesn't look like it's been used at all, it looks like brand new. But like, I'm just not liking it. I can't get into it. I just feel like, I don't know what it is. It really does feel like I'm watching paint dry. Because all we're doing is these women talking about random ass books.
It's time to move on. That's all there is to say.
And then something weird happens where some lady attacks another lady and bites your earlobe off. And I'm like, ew.
What?
And like, they're saying that, you know, she had some kind of disease. Even though from attacking this woman, like, the woman who got attacked had to make sure, you know, her rabies shots were up to date.
What?
And tetanus shots. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then we kept going on about, like, these people. Some new guy comes to town, and he joins their book club. And I'm like, is that all we're doing?
Run, dude, run.
I don't know what the heck I was reading, but it's just not for me. So yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be unhauled. I'm sad about that. I wanted to like it, just not my vibe. So we're going to move on to the last book of the vlog. So we're going to go into Step Past Darkness. I know a little from reading the description about it, but I've never heard of this author before. And so, I don't know if this is like a debut or something. Oh, she's had short fiction published in magazines.
Well, could be good.
And it says this is her second novel. So maybe if I like this, I want to read her first. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, try and diving into this one. I can talk today, I promise. And see if maybe this one will turn things around for me. Because so far we've had a 4-star and a 3-star and a DNF. So I am hoping this could be a 5-star. I am very, very, very bad at predicting 5 stars, but I'm going to attempt to, and hopefully, I'm really hoping this will be one. Don't know if I'm predicting right, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to get started, and hopefully I'll have not an update tonight, because it is getting kind of late, and I have to work tomorrow. So if I don't do another update tonight, it'll definitely be tomorrow, because I work tomorrow. So I can't be up all night reading.
No.
But at some point, probably tomorrow, I'll have an update for you guys on this book.
To be fair, you have done that before.
To be fair, yes.
Yes.
However, I'm going to try not to do that tonight. However, we will see how things go. So if not saying, then definitely tomorrow I'll have an update for you guys. So hopefully later on I'll have something to share. Hopefully on this book. So I will see you guys then.
See you tomorrow.
It is about 10 after 3 in the afternoon on Monday. And I do have an update for you guys. Because I did do some reading last night. I haven't read anything today. But I wanted to tell you guys about what I read last night. So I'm like 115 pages in. Just made it to chapter 15. And that's only like this much of the book. I still have all this. This is reading a lot slower than I expected. I truly thought, like, when I got into this, I would fly through it. I am not flying through it. I think it's because they're building the suspense. But even with certain books, when they build suspense, most of the time I'm flying through it. I'm not sure what it is about this one. Maybe just because there are so many point of view changes in this. Like, there's so many different point of views. Like, we're following like a few different people. There's like Gia, Padma, James. What's his name? I forget his name. But I know we have James, we have Padma, we have Gia.
That sounds like a lot of people.
There's also Kelly. There was one other one with his name starts with a C. What is his name again? I forget his name.
Cash.
No, not Cash.
Craig.
No.
Charlie.
I can't remember his name.
Chuck.
No, it's none of those.
Charles.
Oh, Casey. That's what it is.
Didn't even think of Casey.
Casey's a guy in this one. Normally Casey's a girl's name, not in this case. Well, there's also Casey Kasem, who's a racer. He I know that's a guy. I know who Casey Kasem is.
Casey Kasem is the guy who did the top 40 countdown for years.
Did he?
Yes.
That I did not know. I only knew he was a racer. He used to race cars.
Wait, Casey Kasem?
Yeah?
The top 40 countdown host?
Yeah?
No.
Pretty certain.
Are you sure it's not the same person?
I mean, there was a time when my mom was watching NASCAR and he was driving.
I wonder if we're talking about two different people.
I don't know. But anyways, let's get back to the book, shall we?
Hold on. This has to be figured out. Alexa, did Casey Kasem, the countdown host, also do racing?
Casey Kasem was known for radio countdowns, voice acting, and TV hosting, but there's no record of him being involved in racing.
Okay, so we must be talking about two different people.
I swear there's a Casey that did NASCAR. I swear.
All right, Alexa, what was the name
Or how about this? If you guys know in the comment, like if those who are watching, if you know.
What exactly are you trying to find out about? I'm not quite catching what you're asking.
Well, if you guys know, let us know in the comments. Because I'm pretty sure there's a Casey that did racing. Because my mom used to watch him. I'm pretty certain. Mom, if you're watching, let me know if you remember.
Just ask your mom to let you know.
But yeah, we're following a lot of different people in this, and there's a lot of POV changes. So I think maybe that's why it's like slowing me down a little bit, because there's so many people. But I am liking it. It's not that I'm not liking it. Because we're following so many people, we get like so many different backstories for each of these people. We start out in like 2015, then we go back to the 90s. And then we'll switch to another point of view and we'll go back to 2015. So I guess we're going back and forth between 2015 and the 90s, so to speak. But the majority of this book is in the 90s because I like skimmed through just to check the chapter breaks. And there are plenty, most of this book takes place in the 90s, so at least that much I do know. Because, you know, it's part of this vlog. So, but I don't know where this is going. I have no idea. From what I've already read so far, not much happened in the beginning. It took a while to really, like, for something to happen. And now that something has happened, like, I have no clue where this is going. I truly don't. I have no clue how this is going to end. And there's seriously, like, how many pages? There's a lot of pages in this book. There is 440 pages. So I still have a while to go. So, yeah. This is going to take me some time. But But I'm going to try and get back into reading some more, and hopefully I'll have another update for you guys later. Maybe when I get to the 300 page mark, 250, somewhere around there. If I have an update, I will. So I'm going to get back to reading, and hopefully something will happen.
And maybe cooking taco salad.
Because Ray's been craving it lately. So I'll check in with you guys later.
Hi everyone, this is Raymond, and this is Raymond's Booktopia.
Well, we are here to finish out this vlog. It is 9:30 at night. I just finished A Step Past Darkness. This is not what I expected at all. Like, I truly did not see, I didn't realize this was going to turn into like a cult book with the church being so prevalent. And there's paranormal elements I wasn't expecting. So that was interesting. But it was a time. For a while, I debated about DNFing because it was really, really slow. And I was getting really, really bored. So what I ended up doing was just reading the dialogue because I was not invested in the rest. But I wanted to know how this is going to end because I was curious. I knew there was something missing that I couldn't put my finger on, that I wanted to know, like, what, where, when, and why. And the ending seemed too good to be true in some ways. It just felt kind of easy. And I'm like, that's it? Okay. I mean, it had an interesting, okay ending. It felt, it was very anticlimactic for me. But, I mean, Ashley Winstead actually blurbed this book. So I thought maybe this would be an interesting story. And I like Ashley Winstead. From what I've read from her so far, I liked. So I was hoping this would be great. It just didn't feel great. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I wasn't crazy about it because it seemed very strange. And the people in this town are very, very, very strange. But, I mean, I really like the 90s parts the most, I think. I mean, in the end of the book, we ended back in 2015. So we didn't finish in the 90s. But I can understand why with the alternating timelines, like, with what's going on, I could get why it was done that way. I just wish the whole thing was set in the 90s, not just parts of it. But, I mean, it was an okay book. It's not something I'd really, like, tell people you have to read. I think I'm going to go with a 3-star on this one. Because it wasn't bad. But I wasn't loving it because it was really, really, really slow. And a very too easy ending. But, you know, there were some characters that I liked more than others, too. There were some characters I felt like we didn't really need a point of view from. And others I wanted more of. So, yeah, this was it was a very strange book. We'll put it that way. So, this is the last book of this vlog. We landed on a 3-star. So, overall, we didn't have too bad when it comes to these books. I'm using my Kindle as a placeholder for the romance. So for If It Makes You Happy by Julia Olivia, we had a 3-star. The Anniversary by Alex Finley ended up being 4 stars. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires ended up being a DNF. And A Step Past Darkness, 3 stars. So overall, not a terrible vlog, even though there was one DNF. Some were better than others. But I would definitely do this again if I find some more 90s books. I don't know if I have any others. I'd have to look and do some more research. But this was fun. If you guys like this vlog, definitely let me know your thoughts. If you want to see me do this again and with different books, could be fun. I'd have to do some research to find some, but I'm sure I definitely could. So if you like this video, give me a huge thumbs up. If you got this far into the video and you don't feel like being chatty, why don't you leave me a... Why don't you leave me a ghost emoji? Since I can't think of any others. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you love this video. If you want to stick around for more of my bookish content, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below. And I will see you all next time.